In today's video, I want to keep it short and brief, but I also want to highlight some truths that I really do hope can assist you on this journey of being a man, you being a man. I'm not a man, but I try to give my support when necessary. And I believe it's very, very necessary for women to support our men the way we want men to support us. It's not just a one-sided coin. There's both sides, and both sides matter, both men and women. And I think in our society today, we're kind of split down the middle, and it's like we're in this gender war. We are on the same team. Men and women need to be on the same team to actually create a life that is worth living, a society that is healthy for our next generation to grow up in. I don't want my children growing up in a world where women are overly sexualized, men are becoming weakened by that act, and our society is at fault for it. We are profiting off of a woman's sexuality, and that in return is making men weaker than ever. And this is just one side of it, you guys. There's a lot of distractions out there, and I want to awaken this within the men today. It is your job. It is your job to become the man that is beyond a distraction, that is beyond laziness, that is beyond any sort of belief that is keeping you stuck right now. And that's just one side of it, you guys. How overly sexual this society is, but not in a sacred way. It's in a way that's in your face, whether you like it or not. Advertisements, movies, music videos, you name it. You could open up an app and there's a lady shaking her ass for no reason. And it's just normal. It's just a part of life. Not only is this super unhealthy for relationships, but it's super unhealthy for a man to program his mind of what women are like. Not all women are like that. And not all men have zero discipline or zero self-control. But if you're a man right now and you're spending your days distracting yourself and becoming lazy within the very comfortability you've programmed yourself with, then you're creating a life that is comfortable. And a man cannot show up and be the best man in comfort. A man is his best self when he's actually in the face of uncomfortability. And what he does with that decides the very man he is. Life doesn't just happen to you, you make it happen. We're under the illusion that we're just at mercy to our circumstances, other people, and the fate of what is. Your internal state dictates the type of life you live and the type of man you are. Your belief systems, your actions, your habits, how disciplined you are is the type of life you see outside. How you react to challenges matter. How you react to other people matter. How you view yourself matters. And I want to say right now that if you can be your support system, if you can show yourself that you're determined and you're willing to give up and sacrifice things in your life that are debilitating you from becoming the best version, you're better than half the men in today's society. Half the men in our society today have no idea who they are. They're lost on a screen that is allowing them to become weakened with comfort, with distractions, with sexuality, with women, with porn, with drugs, alcohol. That is no place for a man to be. That is no place for anyone to be. And if you want change, you've got to be the change first. We have to be the change we want to see in the world. And if you're not willing to give up distractions, toxicity, negativity, then what are you adding to our society? We need more men to awaken into that warrior spirit that our ancestors had to activate. They actually had to get up and fight. The war that men need to fight today is an internal battle. It's an internal battle of how programmed are you to your distractions? How willing are you to show up in discomfort? How can you take care of yourself? How do you motivate yourself? Are you willing to cut out people, cut out things that are limiting you from creating your best version of you, the best version of this life? And you're capable of it. You're capable of greatness. You have greatness within you. It's just a matter of what are you doing with it? We can use our very own power to create disempowerment in our life by our choices. Our choices are the very thing that determines the course of our future. So what choices are you making? What choices have you made this far? And what are they showing you? As a culture, I believe that discipline is something that a lot of people feel like is restrictive in their life. and is something that can hold them back. But the reality is, discipline is the gateway to your freedom. So how disciplined you are is really going to create the freedom that you may desperately want. The more disciplined you are within the mind, within your habits, and your ability to control yourself, the more freedom you are actually creating for yourself in the long term. I do believe every single man has a purpose. Every single human has a purpose. And it's your responsibility to get up every day, show up for something, and create the life you so desperately want. And not allow the outside world to distract you any further. Give up whatever it is that is creating comfortability and replace it with discomfort. Instead of watching video games, go for a run. Instead of watching porn, go in the cold shower. Read a book. Put on content that actually inspires you and motivates you to become your best self. And that is the way you as a man can show yourself respect. The respect you want from others, you first need to respect yourself enough in order to get control and a hold of your life through the mind. Your mind is your greatest tool. And what you do with your mind ultimately is your choice. Within every single choice is the decision that you have made. So show up and become your best self. Show up and test yourself. Show up and transform yourself, for you have what it takes. So stop discounting your greatness as a man. If you guys liked today's video, give it a like, hit the subscribe button. And if this inspired you and you think it will inspire someone else, share it with a friend. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.